In this recipe video, I'm going to show you how simple it is to make a delicious smoked brisket pasta. I bet you weren't expecting that. Normally when we're smoking meats low and slow, we talk about these delicious burgers, huge pieces of meat. But the reality is you got to eat a lot of meat here and you can't just mainline a bunch of beef. So here's a creative little recipe, super simple, to show you how to make a delicious pasta sauce with your brisket, and man, oh man, is it delicious. Let's talk about smoking the brisket though. I went on with some habanero mustard as a binder by Maritime Madness, then Mighty Mesquite as a dry rub. Okay, you know me, liberally seasoning this brisket. I'm not going to show everything to do with that. I have a bunch of videos on that. But you guys, if you're interested on how to do that, jump over to one of my brisket videos. You'll see everything. For now, though, just know I smoked this low and slow on my offset smoker. And bud, let me tell you, using some delicious Applewood to get that perfect gentle smoky flavor on there. Oh yeah, rendering down some delicious beef tallow just to drizzle all over. This was juicy, delicious, and just fall apart with a simple pinch. I mean, just look at that. All right, let's move over to actually making a simple pasta sauce. And to be clear here, you actually don't need to use brisket. You could easily use pork or chicken in this. I would imagine some seafood would probably be delicious in this as well. But for now, let's focus on just cooking this down. So I've started with some garlic and some red onion. And I'm going to go back in with a little oil, fry it up, then add in more of that Mighty Mesquite dry rub by Maritime Madness. I love this stuff, and it's absolutely fantastic in pasta. I wasn't really sure how it was going to turn out. Let me just tell you, it's delicious. Man, oh man. So you can see me, I'm just cooking it down, releasing those spices by putting the dry rub in there and letting it cook for just a moment, making sure those, onions go towards being translucent. Then we're going to grab some Boursin cheese. Doesn't matter what flavor profile you want, just grab whichever you prefer. I believe this is like the herb one, fine herb. Then we're going in with some sweet basil marinara Classico tomato sauce. And I'm just going to pour about half the jar, maybe 3/4 of the jar, right around the outside. Now at this point, I put my little spatula right on top of that cheese block and move it around. And it's going to slowly just kind of melt into that tomato sauce. And as you can see here, oh, bud, how simple was that? By just simply moving around the spatula regularly in here, it just melts down and fully incorporates. This probably took about 10 minutes total. This was super simple. Patience is key. I have it on 3 out of 10 right now for my burner. So again, we're just going low and slow, just like it's barbecue. And as you can see here, I'm throwing in some of that delicious smoked brisket, cubed up. But we're just going to let that flavor release into the sauce for maybe another 10 to 15 minutes. Put it on a low simmer, and that's going to do the trick for you. Everything about it is going to be absolutely incredible, and we're going to be really pumped eating this, guys. Man, oh man. So while you've been making this sauce, you should be boiling noodles, and we're going to add just a little splash of that pasta water directly into our sauce and let that fully incorporate it right into there. That's going to make it like extra thin and runny. You don't want to add too much of this pasta water, but you definitely want the pasta water. If you don't know why, it's because pasta releases starch, and it's absolutely fantastic to add a little bit of that into a sauce. So once you've poured your noodles directly into our sauce, again, all we got to do is give things a quick wang jangle. And we've basically got everything ready to go, ready to serve up. Let those noodles soak in the sauce for maybe a minute or two to really let them get fully covered. But guys, that's all we had to do here. And look at this simple, delicious smoked brisket pasta. I mean, I'm really excited about that. Doesn't that look like a fantastic mouthful right there? Oh, heck yeah. So let's go ahead and plate this up. And guys, you're going to impress any guest if you serve them this. I mean, who doesn't love that delicious, deep flavor from the smoked brisket? And I'm telling you, that cheesy goodness with that tomato sauce, heck yeah. This is more than a 10 out of 10. It's definitely like an 11 out of 10. Seriously, guys. I'm telling you. Thanks so much for watching my recipe video. I hope you give this a try. Don't be afraid. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm always out here having a great time on my barbecues and making good recipes. Oh man, thanks again. Love ya.